Tracking the latest information coming into the Weather Center, and some new information really just came in moments ago.
Yeah, you know, the National Weather Service upgrading all of our area to a blizzard watch, which just means there is the potential for blizzard-like conditions. I'm not surprised to see that. In fact, Pete Mangione and I are both in here this morning analyzing the latest data, and we were definitely in agreement with the coastline being added into that blizzard watch. Let's take a look, though, at live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar this morning, and notice all is quiet as we take a look, though, at the bigger picture on live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar. I want to point out two areas of precipitation. You see one over the Midwest and one in the deep south. It's these two that'll merge off the coastline and form our big winter storm, our potential blizzard for Friday into Saturday, which is why the entire area now under a blizzard watch. I want to talk about blizzard definition because it really doesn't have much to do with how much snow you see, but the conditions as that snow is falling. So by definition, a blizzard has winds 35 miles per hour or greater for leading to a quarter-mile visibility or less during that time because of the blowing and drifting snow. And here's the critical part. You have to have those conditions for at least 3 hours. So we are looking at that potential. And keep in mind, this is not for today. Even the nighttime hours tonight still look dry. So heading out this morning, plenty of time to do what you need to do. About 21 Woonsocket, 22 in Cranston, Tiverton's at 22, Little Compton's at 26 this morning. Weather planner for today, 22 at 9 o'clock this morning. A cold start, but a bright start. We're going to see sunshine. As we head into the afternoon hours, notice the clouds increasing. So by lunchtime, it's partly sunny at 26. And by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, likely mostly cloudy, but still dry. It's a chilly day with that high only near 30 degrees. Let's jump ahead to tomorrow. This is where I'm going to take you hour by hour through the storm system. So at 6 o'clock in the morning, we're looking at possibly a dry start, but it doesn't take long for that snow to fill in. And heavy snowfall by 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's just continuing throughout the nighttime hours and even into lunchtime tomorrow. They may still be, or Saturday rather, there may still be some light snow falling in our area. It'll take into the late afternoon before it finally winds down. So we're starting to or continuing to look at the latest data. We're feeling very comfortable with this 1 to 2 foot range for most of our area, and I did up the amounts at the coastline, and this may need to be tweaked even more. It depends on how much mixing with rain happens, but I would say most of even the coastline may end up with a foot of snow and maybe a few inches past that. The other thing I'm thinking of doing is adding an area right in here from the Providence metro area up to the Boston metro area with isolated amounts, maybe up to 30 inches of snow. So we're talking about 2.5 feet of snow. So I'm continuing to look at the latest data. I'm going to have an update on that here as we go through the morning. But that recap, major storm likely. It starts Friday morning at its height Friday evening into Saturday morning and ending early Saturday afternoon. So here's the 7-day futurecast. Nice and quiet for today. One other aspect of this storm is the potential for those winds. So they start off light Friday morning, and this says degrees, but this should be wind speeds 40 mile an hour. Potential winds by 11 o'clock at night. So this is where we get into those blizzard-like conditions, and through the middle of the night the winds are howling as the snow's falling at rates of 2 to 3 inches an hour. I think peak winds are right in the middle of the night, and then they'll slowly start to diminish through the daytime on Saturday. But Saturday is still not going to be a picnic with that snow lasting through midday, blowing and drifting. It'll be nighttime before we finally clear things out. So Sunday back to dry skies. It's a cleanup day Sunday with a high of about 34. Let's go over to JamCam traffic reporter Jay Rogers for another check on the commute.